Okay, I got the walnut hull bath. It's warmed up. It's probably been boiling for a while, letting it cool a little bit. It's probably cooled just to the touch. You can see it's steaming pretty good, and it's fairly warm out here. It's probably a good 70 degrees. I did break out the rubber gloves because you can see my fingers just from holding them few walnuts and messing around. It's already stained. It'll wear off, but I don't want to stain all the way plumb up to my elbows, so broke out the rubber gloves. A couple items that I'm going to stain along with my other garments is I had made 2 Eastern style leggings, Eastern woodland leggings out of some lightweight canvas material. So I'm going to put this in a walnut hull bath also and stain this all at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just force that in there. You can see, look how nice and brown that is already, but let that work that stain all the way through the fabric. I'll do my next one. Ooh, that's one. It's good. That works that in there good. Let that force that stain all the way down through in between the fibers. Put that down in there. The next item that I'm going to do is a food quiver, and we'll go through that some other time on how to make a food quiver. But this one I made this year, and I want to get it stained up and get it ready for fall trekking. Put that on down in there. Force that in there. Get it all worked up together. That would be nice. Sir, looking good. Now you can imagine if my hands right now would be stained up in my wrist. Okay, next item is my ACU top. Get that down in there a little bit at a time. That's a little bigger item. Force that in there. I'm curious to see how this is going to make do. Force that in everywhere through there. Alright, I'm going to work this in for a little bit more, and then I'll just keep working at it in the fire, make sure it's good and work through, and let it cool off. And I'm going to let it set for about a week or so in this solution. Just let it set, let that stain set in there. And next week I'll get back with you. We'll see what it looks like. Well, it's been 5 days since I had this soaking in this black walnut hide solution. So today I'm going to say we're going to take it out. It's been raining for the past 2 days, so tomorrow's supposed to let up, and I'm heading to the woods to do a little bit of hunting. Actually, might do some turkey hunting because they're yelping and carrying on right behind me. They kind of quieted up a little bit since I started talking, but they're not too far behind me. Like I said, we've had this in this solution for 5 days. If you remember, I had leggings in there and I had my food quiver in there. I took the leggings out and the food quiver I took out in 1 day because I didn't want it really that dark. The leggings I took out in 2 days because I didn't really want it that dark. But this ACU top, I want it pretty dark, so I left it in there for 5 days to see what it is. And if I want it in a little darker, I can always add it back in there. That is no problem. So right now, we're going to get it out. We're going to wring it out. It's real good. The creek's running pretty good. Like I said, it's been raining for 2 days. Take it down to the creek and get it all the excess dye and all this stain washed out of there. And we'll get it all washed up real good, and then dry it and take a gander at what it's going to turn out into. It looks like it's pretty dark. I know the leggings went like a smoky gray color. I'll show you them maybe tomorrow once I get this all taken care of. But I can get as much of this out as I can, save it. Even if I don't use this for more, dyeing more clothes or fabric, I'll probably use it to dye my traps in. Capture season starts in about a month. Yeah, about a month. So I'll have to get some traps all dyed up, snares, wires all dyed up. So that's what I dye my traps in too. So trying to get it all, as much stuff out as I can, so I don't have to make a mess of everything. There, that'll do it till we get to the creek. All right. Okay, we're down at the creek. It's raining, light rain. Using my cover to kind of shield the rain off the camera. So here's what we got. ISU top. I don't know if you can kind of see, get a little close up, maybe how brown it is. Some little chunks of walnut hull and stuff's on there. What we're going to do is rinse this all out. Rinse it out. Let it work it in there. See how much stain it actually took. It's a little darker. And a little bit of a hue to it. What I'll do is I'll rinse it out real good and kind of basically washing all the dye out of there. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to get most of it out of there because you don't want to be caught in a rainstorm, and next thing you know, everything you own or got on is stained. So we'll get the majority of this out of there. We'll eliminate that problem. You know, if you had a good pair of, blue jeans that's too light to wear out in the woods, this would be a good solution to it. Dyed in black walnut hull dye. No need to go out and buy all that fancy camouflage clothing and all that stuff. You can utilize what you have at home. It's just as good. Alright, bring that out. Bring it out real good and hang it up in the cabin and let it dry.